No one told me as a dad I would cry watching my kids sleep. And it's one of those things where if you're a dad, you're a parent, you're a mom, you just know what I'm talking about. You actually don't even have to be a parent when you really think about it, to be honest with you, because some of us are great aunties and uncles and caregivers, takers, foster parents, etc. And today we just want to give a shout out to all the dads who don't get seen enough, don't get talked about enough, don't get recognized enough, don't get enough praises. I mean, not to go the negative route already, but we always hear about the ones that didn't stick around and the ones that didn't do this. Sometimes it seems like we often even talk about the more negative ones than the ones that are really out here doing the work and suffering in silence, which is another topic we're going to touch on another time because a lot of dads go through a lot of things. We carry a lot. First of all, we carry the weight of just being a man, just being a dad, being a father. We fear failure, especially when our kids aren't doing well, especially when they're not behaving well, because that is mainly our job. I call it the three P's. It's to protect, to provide, and to prepare for the future, for whenever, forever, for the present. Because if anything should happen, they got to be the ones to take over, whether it's a boy or a girl. We just want to be the best dads we can be. And studies and statistics have shown that we've actually stepped up a lot more than even our parents before. But in all fairness, our parents before also may have had to work a little bit more, work longer, had less communication, etc. So it's definitely going in a great trajectory as far as being, in the fatherhood club. As you know, I always rep anything when it comes to the kids and the parents because that's what I truly believe in. That's my passion. That's my goal. I just want to be the greatest dad I could be to my children. Not the greatest dad ever. Of course, that would be an amazing goal, but it's just about being a great dad to your children. You know what I'm saying? That's one of the reasons why I started sharing information and just sharing content online. It's just about sharing and showing others. It's a great thing. It's a beautiful thing. It's an amazing thing just to show up and be there for your kids, do things with your kids, spend time at home with your family. Hey man, think about it. The more time you spend at home is the more you keep yourself out of trouble. And that's just the main thing. Whenever I get out, I just want to head back home to my family and spend time with my kids. Now, as a dad, I was very fortunate to be able to see both of my kids being born, literally. So it's amazing to just see how quick they grow, how fast they grow. I'm telling you, man, they were born like last week. I went to sleep last night, woke up, and they were like talking and running around. It goes by that quick. So enjoy every moment to all the new dads out there, aspiring dads, guys who want to do it. I'm gonna tell y'all right now, don't be afraid. And if you're someone who weren't around for your kid when they were younger for whatever reason, because we all know as well, there are circumstances beyond some people's control why they may not be present. Sometimes it might even be better for them to not be in their kid's life if they're messed up with certain things that's going on. We got to be fair and look at things from all different perspectives and angles when it comes to this topic because it's not just always, oh, this guy didn't want to be here or this guy didn't want to do that. Sometimes people are just messed up and they feel they don't want to project that or give that type of energy to their kid. And some people as well, they may not have been ready, they may not have been ready. And now it's just like, oh man, I don't think I'm ready. And I don't think what I have to give is going to be enough to steer this kid in the right way. Now, I'm not saying that's the right choice, but you still have to understand at the end of the day, that's someone's choice and you just got to find somewhere to combat that. And I just hope they make a 360 and come around to the kids. So like yesterday I went to an event, beautiful event. Shout out to Lay and Leon, called Crowning My Daughters. No, I don't have daughters, but it was just an amazing event for fathers just to come around and hang out, learn how to do your kids hair when you got boy. We don't anymore because we cut his in December. A daughter, just it's a great space to see a lot of men come out, especially a lot of black men just come out and just chill and hang out with each other, network bond, and just do something that generally see next to and just start. So shout out to them, and I hope they continue to build on the success of yesterday because these are the spaces and the events and things we need. I mean, how many parties are we going to go to? It's about time we start doing community-based events. And of course, I had to show up because that's just me. I love to see positive things. I love to see different things. I love to see things that we do normally on a normal day basis that we don't really celebrate or get celebrated for. Because hey, if mom go out of town, I'm gonna tell you right now, a lot of dads are in trouble. Make sure y'all tap in. There are gonna be more events coming up soon. I don't know if you guys can see it. So make sure y'all tap in. There's gonna be more events coming up soon. Shout out to all the guests, everyone who made it possible, the guest speakers, like Troy Crossfield. Make sure you tap in with him as well. Amazing Toronto creator, music, dad, just an all around cool guy. Just to be there and see everyone just hanging out and just chilling, laughing. No one's there arguing about basketball or nothing, you know? Which brings me back to my point. We are really, really, really passionate about our children, and we definitely just want to do everything we can to make sure they have a much better upbringing and childhood than we have. You know, I was listening to someone say something the other day about, oh, this kid only got this because this and that. Like, for instance, give you an example. A couple of people were complaining, oh, this guy only got into the NBA because of his dad is LeBron. He only got to this team because blah, blah, blah. You know what? Whether he was ready to actually perform at that level, at that kind of team or not, that's up for debate, or maybe not, whatever. But end of the day, the whole point is everyone else does it for their children, and it's amazing to see that we are in possibly a spot to be able to do it for our own kids. End of the day, sometimes I say my toddler's spoiled because the way everyone treats him, but then I also think to myself, I mean, we didn't work this hard for him to struggle either. So you want to make sure you're doing your best to your ability to make sure your kids are comfortable, to have everything they need and possibly everything they want, because there's a lot of things you may not have grown up with. Like me, I grew up as a very poor kid. I mean, I had things when I was born, and due to a fire, I lost everything. My family lost everything. My mother lost everything. All we had was our clothes on our backs and our shoes on our feet. And for me, mentally, I never want to go back there, and I never want to see my kids struggle with that. I know what it's like to go to sleep, nothing to eat. I know what it's like to not have a place to live, because we got homeless for a couple months. A lot of people don't know that because I don't wear what I went through. And that is exactly the point. You don't have to go through what I went through, but I want to make sure you also have the toughness and the grind and the grit to make sure you go out and get it. So I want you to be very competitive. But I also don't want you to struggle the way I do. You don't need to. I went through that, so they don't have to. And shout out to everyone who always support us in any way, shape, or form. We truly appreciate and love y'all. And we just want to say shout out to all the dads again on Father's Day. Make sure you join the dad gang, man. I'm going to put the link in the description below for you to save some. I work with kids brands just like Pampers, body wash. Make sure y'all tap in for books. Make sure y'all read with y'all kids. Spend time, chill. Let them look at the pages. You know what? Even better, try customized books. I'm gonna leave the link in the description here so y'all can save some money for my kids link. Make sure y'all check out that. This video is brought to you by Stanley. Easy scripting. I don't have to think a whole lot. It knows me. I put enough information into it that it knows how I speak, the tone, etc. Everything I would say, how I would actually say it. So that way I don't even have to think about a script. I mean, this isn't scripted, but if I wanted to do a scripted video, I just put it in Stanley. Hey, Stanley, I want to do a video about this. Let me know what you think. Put it in, give me a script. Bam, everything done. Hook, script, CTA, all that stuff. Links in the bio. Check it out. It's Father's Day today, so I'm making sure I put y'all on everything that I'm involved with, interested in. Entrepreneur University. Make sure y'all check it out. Tap in. A great community for content creators just to get along. Again, keyword here being community. We hang out, we chill, we go to events, support one another, we show up to one another. The event I went to yesterday, crowning our daughters with Lay, she's from that community, and you can see amazing how she's grown to that point, as well as her husband. We just want to show off positive energy and imagery because it does exist. It has existed for a very long time, but we're just accustomed to seeing too much of the negative stuff that we have this, stereotypical, ignorant label that doesn't really exist, to be honest with y'all. And I just want to cut that out. And that's one of the reasons, and the main reason again, comes back to full circle as to why I started doing content. There are a lot more people doing a lot more than you see online. But for some reason, we always push the negative stuff, especially when it comes to us. So we're just here to say, cut that out. It's not true. It's not all of us. It's a very, very, very wide scope of people, a very, very wide scope of Black people. And we just want to show up and do what we got to do. The doorbell rang about 10 minutes ago. That's my package from outside because, got my new protein shake. Had to order a new one because, man, I drank the first one like crazy. And I'm not a big protein shake guy, but the fact that this one is just so clean, it's a 5-in-1 in combination. So shout out to Sahara. Again, Sahara. Check the link below. Everything's up there, man. I'm just trying to put y'all on and show y'all, hey, The reason why I take care of myself is so I can take care of them a lot more longer. And you know what you put in your body, obviously, is you. It's part of you. It becomes you. It's what you do. It's how you perform. It's how you show up. Because y'all know these kids are super energetic. I'm gonna tell y'all right now. Both of mine, especially the toddler, he is on fire 24/7. People are like, oh man, he's gonna get a good sleep when you get home. I'm just like, sleep as soon as he gets in the car. I'm like, maybe he'll sleep in the car. But when he gets up, man, he is super high on energy. So for me, the only way I can keep up with these kids is if I can take care of myself. So make sure y'all tap in with Sahara supplements, 5-in-1 combination. You don't need to buy 6 different bottles and 5 different bottles to get everything. And it's clean, it tastes good, it's smooth. Shaker is beautiful, it goes down really nice. And y'all know, I ain't trying to sell y'all anything. I'm just trying to put y'all up on game. Take care of yourselves, dads, because moms generally take care of themselves, and that's why they go on to always look beautiful and a lot better than us when we're older. So I just trying to keep up. That's all. So shout out to y'all. Happy Father's Day. Sorry. Happy Dad's Day, because anyone can be a father, but it takes a whole lot to be a dad. And that's why we're in the dad gang, because a dad is just something completely different from being a father. Like I say, anyone can be a father. Not everyone can be a dad. And I just hope everyone is being a dad and can be a dad. And if you're not and you haven't been, do a 360, man. Come back around, try again, and make sure it works. Don't give up, because kids need their fathers, especially the boys. So I just want to say happy Sunday, happy summer, because it's the first day of summer. So it's an amazing day. Now, today's actually my second kid's first birthday. So we celebrated him yesterday. Did a nice, beautiful barbecue, hang out with. Yeah, and they're up. So I gotta wrap this video up because you usually hear a bunch of crying in my video. So yeah, it was amazing. Just hang out with family and just chill yesterday and be able to celebrate him. And that's what we do. Exactly. Community, raise each other kids. All y'all know we're from the islands, so community is very, very big with us, because when we go home, no matter what island it is, we just feel like home. You know, everyone's saying hello, everyone's saying hi, respectfully. You know, younger kids, they don't even know you. Good afternoon, good morning. Hey, how's it going, young man? We look out for one another. We look out for one another, kids. It's not easy living in North America, man. It's a completely different traditional thing here where people kind of only look out for themselves and their family, or people from their background or their religion or from their country or their dialect or their language. And it's pretty messed up, being that Canada is such an inclusive place, but you can quickly find yourself in a neighborhood where you don't really know your neighbors that well. You don't really say anything. Like, for instance, we've been living here 6 years, and there's maybe 3 people that say hello to us. And there's people who's been living here as long as we have, before we have. They just pass, they only say hello to one another who may be from their background, etc. So these are some of the things that you notice coming from the islands and coming from a very community-based kind of family. You notice these little things and you just feel alienated at times. But at the end of the day, you just got to continue doing what you got to do and realize you only came to these countries to build wealth and have a better future for your children. And then hopefully you build up whatever you got to do back in your home country, or even if you decide to stay here, that you do find true happiness and safety and a community that you can actually build with and spend time with and enjoy one another and help each other raise each other children, because that's what we were raised on in the Caribbean. So it's just an amazing thing to find community in the spaces and the content creators around Toronto that's doing this. And shout out to everyone. So make sure y'all spend the day good. Enjoy the sun. Sun's out. It's a great day. We're about to go to breakfast, go get some ice cream, and then just hang out. So my shout out to y'all. So shout out to all the dads out there. Doing it tired, doing it quiet, doing it anyways. Shout out to y'all. Much peace and love. And make sure y'all follow TechDad for more tech and family related videos, vlogs, whatever it is, man. Just family vibes. You know what I'm saying? It's all love over here. Peace. I'm going to catch y'all in the next one. We're out. Again, peace.